I'm Shine Willis. I just jumped out the Porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Hot cold is the middle of the winter. Ain't no telling I might drop the ticket. Never seen him do it like I did it. I can never forget who was with me.
All right, today we got Shine Time in the building with us today.
Shine Willis and
Cartier, Young Vino.
yeah.
Shine Time Reed.
We just jumped out the Porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. Yeah.
Y'all ready, ain't it?
We watch all your interviews.
I know that's right.
We watch all your shit.
So what y'all out here working on in Atlanta?
Really, I got a mixtape about to come out with Bigger Rankin.
Yeah.
And I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't named the mixtape yet, cause I always name everything after I'm done. Like whatever I keep saying the most, that's what I name it. To be honest, that's my strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how often do you get a chance to come out here and work?
I don't really work out here, to be honest with you. I really work in my city. I'm finna start coming out here a little bit more though.
You got to.
Yeah, I got to. This like the platform for rappers and all that. Atlanta, like, is the city, I realize. Even people from up north come down.
For sure.
Yeah.
So how would you compare working out here in Atlanta versus working back at home in Savannah?
Ain't really no difference because, you know, when you rapping, you rapping. You're in the studio. Like, I don't like a lot of people in the studio with me. I don't care what city I'm in because you can't really focus. When people be around you, it's like you get a mind blockage or something. Like, so I like to work by myself anyway. So what, it don't really matter.
That's hard. Mm-hmm. So how would you describe life back home in Savannah?
Like every other city. Everybody be trying to make their city seem like it like super like, oh, don't go there, but you can get killed in every city. You gotta know how to move wherever you at. So it's like Atlanta, Savannah, Florida, wherever. I mean, not Florida, but you know, any city, like you gotta know how to move. So I think it's dangerous everywhere.
Honestly.
Yeah,
It's
honestly.
just about how you move.
Yeah.
How would you describe your childhood coming up in Savannah?
I was bad. But I played basketball too though, so it's like, it kind of had helped me because like I get in trouble. And then even when I'm in school and I get in trouble, they take me to my coach. And when I was outside, it's like I was like a sneaky bad. I used to be with him every day. So we were robbing every day. Like before we go home, what we'll say, bros? We ain't going in the house till what? Till we get some money. So when I was robbing, I had to cover it up by playing basketball, and then he got locked up. So when he got locked up or whatever, we had caught some armed robbery charges. And then they took him first, and then I was just still out because I was playing basketball. So I be feeling like I'm the chosen one. Like anytime I do something, even when, I'm gonna tell you a story when man was robbing, right? We had jumped over a 10-foot gate. I'm talking about flew over the gate, bust my behind, you feel what I'm saying? But ain't nothing happened to him. Or like when I got shot, I couldn't walk for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Every time I do something, God punished me like that. That's just how it goes. So I learned that, like, dang, anything I do, I gotta just watch what I do, because I don't just get the little tap on the wrist. Even when I was locked up, I said in the county, 30 months. That's a long time for anybody to be in the county, because, you know, you ready to go to prison, go to get your time. I knew I was going to jail. I knew I was gonna do some time. So it's just like, it was crazy.
So when would you say you jumped off the porch?
Like 12 or 13, when I met. Right, you know, right. we was thugging. It was crazy because when I got in trouble, everybody was like, man, that girl ain't did that. I did it, bro. I did it. But then it was like, when I got locked up, I had a point to prove when I got out, because everybody turned on me. Everybody turned their backs on me. Everybody wasn't messing with me no more. So, you know, I had a point to prove.
No, that's real. Mm-hmm. Talk about being McDonald's All-American basketball player. Like you said, you was good at ball. You was hooping.
Everything I do, I'm good at. Like whatever I do, I swear to God. Like if I'm cooking something, you know, I'm good at that. If I'm rapping, I'm good. Anything I do, I'm just good at it. I don't know why. So when I was playing basketball, I think I ain't love it enough because I was still in the streets. I was still robbing. Like for instance, when I got shot, I was supposed to be back in school. I was going to school in Alabama, and my mom was like, "Why you ain't went back to school yet?" I'm like, "Man, I'm trying to get me some money." I got shot like I was the first shooting in 2011 when I got shot. So I was supposed to be in school like I think 3 months before that, but I just went home. I went home, never came back. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't getting no real money there. Bills had to be paid, so I'm just at home just doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never really loved basketball like that, like people thought I did. So it wasn't nothing. I like money. So even with me rapping right now, if I don't hurry up and make no money off this, I'm gone. And that's just how it go.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
And you earned a scholarship to University of South Carolina.
Yeah, she was mad at me, Dawn Staley. Shout out to Dawn Staley because she gave me a chance. Let me tell you how that went. So boom, we caught these armed robbery charges like in 2008 or something, right? So I'm trying to hide it from the school. I'm like, I ain't gonna tell him nothing. So when I caught the armed robbery charges, they wanted me to tell on him. I can't do it. So I went. They made me go to court with him. So when I went to court, you know, they telling me, you know, you gonna get that much time? Okay, just run together. Cause I ain't finna tell on him. That's my brother. So they dropped the charges on me. They let me out. I went and robbed somebody else. So then at this time, I know I ain't getting out because I got pending armed robbery charges, new armed robbery charges. As always, the guy had some aggravated assault charges too stuff. So I just, everything was over with. I hadn't got shot, everything. It was over with for me. I went straight to jail.
So you lost a scholarship after the armed robbery charges?
Well, first of all, let me back it up. I couldn't even get on campus, so that really made me mad. I was raged then because it was like, they sent me to a 2-year college. That was a school in Alabama.
The junior college?
Yeah, they said before I can get on the campus, I got to go to 2-year school to get the charges dropped. So in the midst of me doing that, I'm already mad because I'm like, I can't go to the school I want to go to. I'm about to go to this little budget school. I done won a championship and everything over there. So I really just, like, I don't care. Now I'm rebellious because I can't do what I want to do. So after that, when I got shot and went to jail, basketball was just history after that. You wasn't even no more talking about it. That's all it was.
So talk about being shot and couldn't walk for 3 years.
Well, I don't know. I just was like, I knew I was gonna walk again. It just, I knew it was gonna take some time though, because when I got shot in my lower back. Well, you know, that control all that. So the doctor told me I wasn't gonna walk again, and you know, I had everything in the streets. People telling me I ain't, you know, but in my mind, I knew I was gonna walk. So I really wasn't worried about it. But it was like discouraging at times, because when I was in jail, I didn't have no real rehabilitation. And when you go to jail and you go to the hospital, you don't really want to be in the hospital trying to rehabilitate them folk looking at you with shackles on your feet, shackles on your arms. It just look, you know, it don't look good. So every time they was like, you want to go to rehab? Nah, I'm scared. I just walk in my room. And that's just how it was.
That's crazy. Talk about facing 2 life sentences and sitting for 30 months in the county.
I missed it my mama the most, so. In my mind, I'm like, I just like, if God give me another chance to just go home and take care of my mama, I ain't gonna rob nobody no more. I lied though. I lied. You know, it's all old, so it don't matter. So in my mind, I'm like, dang, I just want to get out, because my mama, you know, our mama's getting old. I can't be locked up for no forever, and my mama just gotta keep coming to see me. So I'm like, man, they let me out, I ain't gonna do it no more. But things just kept happening in my life, so you know. That's just how it is when you're in the streets, though. It's just ain't no in and out. Like, you either in or you out. Ain't no in between. So you gotta be all in. So we was just all in.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening after you took the 30 months?
I went to jail about 5 more times after that. I ain't even gonna lie. I went to jail. I got out of jail from during that time. I did like 3 years, and then I got caught with some drugs at a traffic stop. The police said I ran a stop sign. So, you know, he came to the car. Went in my trunk, got all the drugs, so they were trying to give me 10 years, so they gave me, I had got a good lawyer, Jonah Pines, shout out to him. He had gave me like a 10-1. Then after I got out of that, went back to jail again. I went back to jail like 4-5 times. I just came home like 2018. So, and then once you go to jail, you're going back, especially if you take all the papers I took. I took a 15-3. I'd have been locked up on that same probation for about 5 times now. I'm almost done with it though. I got like 5 years left. I knocked it down a little bit.
So with all that time, how do you find yourself sane?
Sane?
Yeah.
Because I'm strong, and I feel like, you know, if you're weak, you beat. So ain't no such thing as tripping about it, because ain't nothing I can do about it. And, you know, if you getting money, that job kind of like make you motivated. Like, if you broke and you going through something, you just going to be a little sad puppy. But if you getting money and you feel me, you focus on what you're trying to do, life be better. So that's how I just focus on just trying to be better in life and be successful, because that's the only thing can make you feel better. Like, to me, I don't know. I like to take care of people. So if I can't take care of nobody, then I'm sad. Like, I like to make people happy and stuff. So that's just how I cope. That's my mechanism.
How would you describe the type of people you met in jail?
I don't never want to see them people again, to be honest with you. Like some of them I still see, but like I don't, cause when I was in there, I'm not like that. Them people was happy they was in there. I got life outside, you feel me? Like you could tell they ain't never had nothing. So the whole time they in jail, all they doing is making it home. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get out of here. So I'm really, you know, I met some cool people. I got a few people that I still talk to, but like out of 1,000 people I met, probably about 10 people I still contact. But them ain't my real friends though. You gotta think about it. You in there with people that do the same thing you did. You can't trust them people. I was in prison my first day. I came there, whatever. So mind you, I ain't really all the way 100%, but I'm gonna beat your ass inside this room because we just both. So she was reading a book. No, I was reading my book. The girl was still in my commissary while she was looking at me. So I just put the book down like, man, if you don't put my motherfucking commissary back in my bag, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like dead ass serious. Like I don't care nothing about this cane, cause I had a cane at the time. I don't care nothing about this cane. I'm gonna beat your ass with the cane. So they moved me to another dorm, but they gonna try you in there. Yeah, that's how that shit is.
Then you end up dating one of the COs?
Yeah, boy, what? That was in jail though. That was in the county. How that went was, I don't know. We had it. It was weird. She was like a little Puerto Rican lady or whatever. I knew she liked me, so I was in there for so long. I knew everybody. It was like we started going together. I came home to her when I went to prison. Like 3 months before I went to prison, 2 months before I went to prison. They fired her. The inmates hadn't told on her because she was like arguing with everybody in there about me. Any girl that liked me, she tripping, arguing. So they fired her. Then when they fired her, I get an anonymous letter, and she like, I'm waiting on you to come home. I'm like that. So when I get home, I moved out with her. She had a husband. She divorced that nigga. And then, the rest was history. But I couldn't do right. I kept cheating. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't work. We was together for probably like 2011 to 2015. Mm-hmm.
You see how a lot of rappers nowadays are shooting dice. You feel you can give them a run for their money?
Listen, last year, no, it was this year or last year when we lost all that money. Last year, I lost like $60,000 in 3 days. Him, and me. We all lost. I lost my own 60 P's. They lost their own money. Boom. That was like, I stopped gambling. I shoot a little bit, but I don't gamble like that no more. Man, anybody could have got it that night. We was trying to hurt somebody to get that money back, boy. Listen, cause it's like, I hustle, so I hustle too hard to just lose my money in one night. Man, we was going through it. I'm rolling dice though.
What's the most you ever won?
I don't want a lot of money. I can't even say. You talking about at one time, one night?
Yeah.
What you think? Like
Fat boy, probably like 15 that night.
about 17, about 20,000 in one night. Yeah.
That was a good night.
Yeah, that was a good night. But overall, I know I done won over $100,000 because I've been shooting dice since I was like 7, 8. Yeah, I've been shooting dice for a long time. I used to be around the niggas in the hood. I had learned how to shoot 2 dice first, and it was over after that. I'm outside every day with dice trying to play people for their money, and I'm shitting people out their money. My first shootout I was in, I was with my homeboy Dreekers. So Dreekers and Bug. So anyways, the nigga, he's shooting dice with me, so I feel like he cheating me, but maybe it's in my mind because I really want my money back. So anyways, I can speak about it now because it's old. So anyways, I come back, I tell Bug, what you about to do? He like, shit, nothing. I said, well, come with me real quick. He like, all right. So we thinking we finna beat the nigga up for the money. I go in the house, I had a little 380 my little partner sold me. I went out there. Man, give me everything back. Fuck it. Matter of fact, give me your money, my money, everybody's money. So I robbed him. And I ain't gonna lie, he was a real nigga though. Because he came back shooting at my ass with a Desert Eagle. That was the first time I ever got shot at. I was like 15. Yeah, he tried to kill me. But I had took that shit though. I really did. I had needed that. I had needed that back. I had needed that for real though. It's like, since I was little, like my daddy ain't never been around. So it's just me and my mama. My mama got 5 kids. Brother in prison for murder. So he never really been around. So hell, I'm the new person that's gonna provide. So I can't go in the house. I lost all my goddamn money, but I need that back today. Right now, I need that back. So yeah, took that back. But you know what's crazy? He see me now. And he speak to me now. I was like 15 though, so.
That's real.
He was like 30. I needed that back though.
If a nigga robbed you back in the day, would you speak to him to this day?
Fuck no. Hell no, never. Cause it's just, no. A nigga done tried to rob me in my older days. When I was young, hell, I ain't had shit for a nigga to rob me for. But when I started getting money now, nigga tried to rob me. It was 2 little niggas or whatever, they tried to, but that shit ain't went how it was planned. They ain't went the way they thought it was gonna go. They thought I was gonna I bucked that shit. And I was fighting both of their ass. But that's what that shit come with though. I don't never walk outside and think a nigga ain't gonna try to kill me or rob me. That's how that shit go. Yeah, you getting some money, they gonna try to kill you. That's why I don't really go out like that. I don't really fuck with people like that. Ain't no purpose.
What would you say is the biggest life lesson you learned growing up?
Don't take nothing for granted, because I used to take shit for granted. I'm talking about even like just getting up can be able to open your eyes and walk. Don't take that shit for granted, because when I first got shot, I was like, damn, I took all this shit for granted. And now look, I'm just fucked up, but I bounced back from that shit though. So, but at the time though, it was like, damn, you can't take nothing for granted, because you never know. Even our homeboy that we was robbing with and shit back in the day, it's like God let me get out of prison for a reason. I got out of prison early, and a week later he died. You know what I'm saying? He was our big bro. That nigga died, and I didn't even think he could die. That nigga was the truth. I'm talking about out the window with a Mac 11 and let your ass have it, but that nigga killed me. Our homeboy killed him. Our old homeboy. He ain't our homeboy no more.
For sure.
Yo.
How did you start making music?
I always like I would recite other niggas shit. Like if a nigga rapping, I had like a lot of character. Like I like to copy off how a nigga sound. I don't know why, I just do. Like Young Thug, I'm gonna get a feature with him soon. I like him. That's my boy, Young Thug and Kevin Gates. But I always just had a little melody in me, but I ain't took it serious until my girl had put one of my videos on another nigga page. He was promoting or something. That shit got like 30K views in one day, or 20K or some shit like that. And I said, oh shit, they might like me a little bit. So I'm like, I'm just gonna try to rap. And I did. And they kinda liked me a little bit, so I was like, shit, fuck it. So now it's like I got my own little fan base.
That was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you list as some of your musical influences?
Young Thug. I love Young Thug. Cause like he every time I hear somebody talk about him, he remind me of me. Like he helped everybody out. And I don't know how much help he get back, but it's like, and you don't really hear about it for real, because he ain't gonna talk about it. But that nigga done helped a lot of people, because I be watching them interviews. He done helped a lot of people. That's why I like him. And I like how he got his brother out from not doing that life sentence. Whatever the hell his name is. I ain't like that. I ain't getting my brother out though. He a bitch. I don't like that nigga. I don't fuck with him at all. He gonna see this interview and be mad. I don't give a fuck. I don't fuck with that nigga.
When would you say you started taking music serious?
A few months ago. When I told you about when my girl put the thing on the video, put the video on the boy page, and I got all them views and likes and shit. I was like, damn, I might could do something with this. And then it's like, ain't everybody's dream is to get the fuck out the streets. Ain't nobody want to stay in the streets. If they say they do that, they crazy. I don't want to. That shit like early death or life sentences and shit. I don't want to be in the streets. So when I seen that shit like can get you out the streets and make your family, you know what I'm saying, wealthy and shit, I'm like, I think I need to do that. That's why. That was that.
How would you describe your current thoughts on the rap game?
Oh, that shit fake as hell. I done experienced some shit already, and I ain't even in the industry. Well, niggas fake. Well, listen, the best thing I told myself was I ain't getting cool with none of them niggas or trying to do none of that shit, like, cause I ain't even gonna speak on the little nigga name, but I had did some shit with a little nigga. Nigga had gave 50 niggas the song. So it's like, bros, what the fuck is you doing? Like, you gave everybody the song, but you gave it to me too. So it's like you done made money off all us off one song. See what I'm saying? And I ain't mad, because I look at it like, shit, nigga, if you could finesse, why not? I ain't mad at him, but it's just like, I know that shit fake. And we ain't got no friends. We shine time, that's it. We don't got no friends.
No, for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we shine time. That's how we mobbing.
How would you describe the music scene back at home in Savannah?
Oh, it's some niggas with some talent in Savannah. We just gotta come together more. Ain't nobody trying to help nobody for real. But it's some talent there though.
Why do you think people overlook the talent coming out of Savannah?
Because we ain't together. And it's like, if you know how that shit go, like in Atlanta, everybody, them folks is together. Them folks helping each other out and shit or whatever. In Savannah, if a nigga helping you out, then he needs something from you. And in the end, it's just gonna all be about him. But I ain't gonna say everybody like that. But a lot of times, and they're like, too much jealousy, crowds. But I love my city though. I don't really got nothing bad to say about it. I love everybody in my city.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us about your new songs, Left Me and My Story.
Oh, them bitches hit. But guess what? I got a new song that you ain't even heard, Energy. That's gonna be the one put me on the map. It's like a little radio song, but that shit raw. But my story is a real story. Right? And Left Me is when I was in prison. So that shit based off of what I went through when I was in prison and how they weren't fucking with me. So that's it. All my songs touching though. I don't really make Shake Your Booty Club songs. I don't do that. Cause I ain't no club person. So it's gonna be hard for me. Everything I done rapped about, I swear to God I did it, or I done been around it. But I ain't said nothing in my rap shit that I ain't did. I can't really be talking about the clubs because I ain't no club person. And back in the day, like I said, when the clubs was popping, we was out lurking, trying to find a nigga to come out the club. So we ain't never been no club people. That's gonna be the only hard thing about the rap, because I know when I start like doing like more shows and shit, I gotta be in the club all the time with these niggas. Now these niggas gonna be plotting on me. You see what I'm saying? That shit crazy how the world just, feel me, this shit just, every time something happen, I just eat that shit up, because I be like, boy, that's karma. Because I done did everything. Like, the little niggas that tried to rob me, the sheriff was coming in when they was trying to rob me, so we outside fighting. You can Google this shit and all. But anyways, we outside fighting. This shit happened like last summer. So the police was coming around and he thought we was fighting, but they was trying to rob me. So the little niggas toe out, boom, hit the goddamn, what the shit called? The Walgreens wall, boom. The police locked them up. The same little nigga now calling my phone like, man, please, whoop, write this and that third. I'm like, look, bro, all I'm gonna do is not show up the court on you. I ain't writing nothing though. I don't want my name in it. But when they tried to rob me, the neighbors told and the maintenance man told everything that was going on. So now they like on some shit like, you know, I'm like, whatever they do with them, they do with them. But now you need my help, little bro. You tried to rob me. That shit crazy. Oh God, right now to this day I can show you the messages little nigga writing. Only thing I can do for him is, you know, I ain't about to tell him. I ain't about to go to court on him. You gonna get out because I ain't gonna go to court. But you tried to rob me and gonna ask me for my help. Dirty motherfuckers. Dirty. I'm talking about to a point where me and one of the little niggas fighting, right? The other nigga hit me in the head with a gun. I got a story called Glory. It's in that story. I mean, it's in that song. A song called Glory. Nigga hit me in my head like 4 times. My shit was busted up. I probably still got patches and shit. And you call my phone, well, you know, got in touch with me through the Gmail and shit, and ask me, can I save you? And you know how crazy it is? I'ma save him though. A funny part of me feel bad for him, bro, because I was doing the same thing, dog. Like, I'm like, damn. And then everybody's like, man, fuck that nigga, let him drown. I'm like, nah, bros, because I wish the nigga would have saved me when I got there, when it got goddamn caught up, but the nigga ain't saved me though. I just had to do my time. But I wish he get out. I hope he changed what he doing, because somebody else gonna kill him. Or for real, because like, it was, listen, I'm at a chick house, which she my girlfriend now, but at the time we just kicking it. I'm at her house. Somehow them little niggas had to find out where I was at. I'm coming downstairs to go outside. Them niggas trying to back me back up in the house. I'm like, I'm not going back in the house for y'all to go in there and kill me, so I'm bucking. So we fighting in the goddamn parking lot. That's when I ain't never moved to town again. I never moved in town. Yeah.
No, that's real.
That shit crazy.
Hold on. So talk to us about your upcoming project with Bigger Ranking. You said you ain't named it yet. Why do you feel you wait to the end of your projects to name them? Because
I'm strategic with shit. I might leave something out. I need it to be perfect. I'm perfect. Even when I take my pictures, bros, and when I do my videos, anything I do, I'm gonna take 1,000 pictures. And I'm gonna pick the best one. Cause you don't get a second time for a first impression, so you should always do your best to me. So I don't really feel like I should rush the name, cause I ain't even done with the mixtape yet. So I'm gonna finish it like, I'm gonna name it like when I finish. That'll be like 2 weeks. I have a name for it.
What would you say is your personal favorite song from the project so far?
Winner. Yeah, Winner. Cause that bitch ride. And it's just telling the truth. I don't know, I like all my songs though. I don't got no favorites really no more. All them shits ride. Yeah, I'm about to be everybody's favorite rapper song too.
For sure.
For real. Watch, you'll see.
What do you want listeners to take from your music?
I don't know, they need to take heed of everything I'm goddamn saying, because everything I'm saying gonna goddamn help you. I ain't gonna put you in harm's way. I'm gonna tell you the do's and don'ts of shit, because, you know, every time you do some bad shit, that don't mean you gonna just die or, you know, go to prison or shit like that, whatever, but you just need to know it's consequences behind that shit, and you gotta live up to that shit. Ain't no tucking your tail when shit happen. You gotta see your mama on that visitation window, and you gotta see her crying, and you gotta see them kids, you know what I'm saying? Or when you die, you know, you ain't left the kids, you gotta just know all that shit, and all that shit in my music. Like, ain't no such thing as just doing that shit and not knowing what's gonna happen when the consequences hit your ass. So take from my shit is just know, if you in the streets, you gotta live up to that shit.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your independent grind as an independent artist.
My independent grind, I mean, you know, I'm doing that shit by myself, so I don't got no big homie. I am the big homie, to be honest with you. I don't got no big homie or nothing like that. Like, so all this shit coming out my pocket. So one day maybe I might have, you know, somebody support me, but I don't know. And that shit expensive too. If you want to be a rapper, bro, listen, boy, you got to have some money. Everything costs. It costs to talk to a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, it costs to talk to a nigga, dog. It costs everything. Like, okay, I'm gonna say, for instance, even if you call a nigga just to be like, hey, bro, let me holler at you about something. Man, listen, nigga trying to get that money out you. Like, yeah, like, everything costs, bro. Like, you would think a nigga doing a favor for you, boy. That man with that money at the end. Like, nothing is free. For real.
Nah, that's for real.
That's for real, bro.
Would you ever consider signing to a major label situation?
Hell yeah, let me tell you something. About 4 months ago, I'd have been like, no, I ain't signing nobody. I ain't being no slave to no nigga. But then when I start like realizing like all the money I'm putting in this shit, I'm like, no wonder why people saying use their fucking money to get what you gotta get, you feel what I'm saying? Then, you know, cause in the last 4 months, I done spent 40 grand. Easy. I'm talking about just, you see my cameraman right there? I gotta pay him. You see the engineers, goddamn videos, you know, just everything. That shit costs. Gotta have some money.
For sure.
For sure.
What else you working on right now?
Let me see. I ain't really working too hard because I got so much shit. I'm really at my own pace. I got a lot of shit like lined up, but I got I supposed to went to Bigger Ranking today at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go next week because my engineer was out of town. He couldn't send the music. I got DJ Small Eyes in August. On the 28th, I got the progress report. So I'm just lining shit up. And like I said, this shit from me. Ain't nobody helping me, so all this shit just in rotation because of some shit I put together.
Any last words and shout outs?
Yep, shout out to my mama and my sisters. I got 3 sisters. My brother a bitch. You know, my niggas is with me. This Care, you know, Mel, Rico, my girl, Bethany. Got down all my homeboys. There's too many of them to name. My cousin Tyson, he mad at me right now, but you know how that go. My cameraman Kari, see what I'm saying? And everybody, and the Pope, man, I love my whole city. The whole city, we finna be on. There's a lot more other niggas gonna come in and be with you too.
Dang.
Savannah up next.
Nah, for real. Shine Time, appreciate having y'all
Shine
today.
time, man. Appreciate it, bro. Shine time, man. Stop playing.
For sure.
Hot cold is the middle of the winter. Ain't no telling I might drop the ticket. Never seen him do it like I did it. I can never forget who was with me. Yellow bitch, she get high as a ticket.